Right. So, this is about configuring integration data manager, especially when we are working on the Guidewire part. Because as in when we are working on Guidewire, especially from the configuration integration part, we must be knowing about what and how configurations will be taken place and what are the different steps that are required for you to involve. So these configuration steps are required even for the role of a business analyst if we are a technical BA, or else if we are working into the developer side, Guideware developer side, understanding about what are the steps that are involved in configuring integrations data manager is something which I am explaining here. So to configure integration data manager, first we need to create this. I am giving you an explanation and based on the some flow process so that you guys will understand better. First, we need to create a pool. If you want to create any kind of pool and all, we have to use integration data manager administration so that whatever the required calls to the endpoint, post pools or something like, wherein we have to set up a new schema in the pool, wherein by using integration data management administration user interfaces, so that whenever we call the endpoint, post pools or schemas and all that. So whatever the payload, normally a JSON schema document is a payload which normally we use. At the same time, whenever we wants to provide any kind of integration gateway configuration, so especially for any kind of routing properties and all, we must configure the properties and routing properties for whatever the apps we are using that need to access for integration data manager. Everything can be accessed uh, to configure any kind of, to set up any kind of routing configurations or something of that. So this is how generally when we wants to understand or when we wants to implement any rating configurations, integration data manager configurations, if you want to do, this is what and how usually we do. So this is all about this, which is majorly useful, as I told you, majorly for Guideware development team, followed by even the role of a business analyst. If you are a technical BA, otherwise for functional BA, you don't require to go in detail about the configuration. On a high level note, learning configuration is always advisable, but not integration and configuration in depth is not something advisable or not required for for BA. But whereas for developer, it's mandatory. So this is all about this.